Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1980 Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Boston Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Red Sox today is Bob Ojeda, whose record is 1-8 with a 5.47 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers today is Joaquin Andujar, whose record is 0-1 with a 5.19 ERA. And so after coming off that big victory against the Indians where we won 19-3, we really couldn't string two hits together in the first game of this four-game series. We had 5 hits combined, but we didn't get a hit after the third inning. So it was a very frustrating game yesterday. I felt like Dave Rozema pitched pretty well after giving up 2 runs in the first, but unfortunately the Tigers could not pull the victory out, and we move on to Game 2 of the 4-game series. Let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. We are doing baseball card videos once again, and a new video out today. We did a Topps Allen and Ginter and a Topps Series 1 repack today, and you'll find that video at the end of this video, as well as the playlist, which you can find it in. Okay, so here is our bullpen. Everyone available but Dave Smith. He is not available today. And the current Red Sox lineup is batting .239 against Joaquin Andujar. That's 53 plate appearances, so small sample size. The lineup for today's game is the same as yesterday because we are facing another lefty, Bob Ojeda. The only difference is we have Howard Johnson in there at DH, and Ricky Henderson was listed as tired. So we're going to sit Ricky, play Gibby in left, and then Hojo is the DH for today's game instead of Kevin Bass. Let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the Boston Red Sox. Batting leadoff and catching is Dennis Littlejohn. Batting second, playing second base, is Marty Barrett. Batting third, playing third base, is Wade Boggs. Batting cleanup, playing first base, is Pat Dodson. Batting fifth in right field is Ivan Calderon. Batting sixth in left field is Jim Rice. Batting seventh and DHing today is Clint Hurdle. Batting eighth in center field is Freddie Lynn. And batting ninth, playing short, Smalley. Let's take a look at Joaquin Andujar. He's really had 2 poor starts for us. His last start was better than his first. Let's go right to the log. You'll see he's having a problem with consistency in the strike zone. He's walked 8 batters in 8 2/3 innings. He gave up only 1 run in his last start against Baltimore, but we yanked him because of those walks. We ended up winning that ball game. He got a no decision, but not a great start for Joaquin Andujar in his Tigers tenure. Let's take a look at his overall numbers. You'll see what he did here with Houston before he was traded over to Detroit. But overall, in a Tigers uniform, he's 0-1 with that 5.19 ERA. More walks than strikeouts. Opponents only batting .188 against him. He does have an 87-mile-an-hour fastball. That's where it tops out at. But his best pitch, it is his fastball. That's right. I'm sorry. It's ranked, rated 86 overall. And a couple decent secondary pitches with a slider and a curve. He is rated 83, and he goes to free agency at the end of the year. We will likely not re-sign him, but we need him to get through to the end of the season. We have Dan Petrie, who is coming back in about a month. So rotation, that'll give us a chance to see who our best 4th and 5th starters are. Let's take a look at the Tigers' defense. We have Gold Glovers at first and second. And as I mentioned, we got Gibby out there in left field today and Parrish behind the plate in consecutive ball games. So leading off for the Boston Red Sox is Dennis Littlejohn. Yeah! He's 1 for 12 in his career versus Joaquin Andujar. Of course, Littlejohn was traded from the Giants to Boston. That's why he has those plate appearances against Joaquin and Andujar. So a fly out to left field, one down. Marty Barrett up next, and a base hit to right. Barrett cannot be contained. He had a leadoff home run in yesterday's ball game. Here he gets a single to right. So runner on first with one down, and Wade Boggs up next. Boggs hits a sharp ground ball to Trammell. Can we turn two? No, it was a hit and run, it looks like, and Barrett is safe at second. So Barrett in scoring position for Pat Dodson. Dodson in the Rookie of the Year run here in the American League, batting .223 with 4 home runs. Grounds out to first, and that will be out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the first. Here is the Tigers lineup rundown for today's ball game. Batting leadoff, playing second base, is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second, playing shortstop, is Alan Trammell. Batting third at first is Eddie Murray. Batting cleanup, playing third base, is Mickey Hatcher. Batting fifth and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting sixth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting seventh in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting eighth and DHing is Howard Johnson. And batting ninth in center field is Chet Lemon. There's Bobby Ojeda. Talk about a rough start to the season. He's making his 11th start. He's 1-8 with a .567 ERA. That only win, it came in his last start, so I guess you could say he's on a roll. He's got 49 Ks in 66 and 2/3 innings pitched, and opponents are batting 304 against him. His fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. He is a ground ball pitcher, 46.2% of the time. The off-speed stuff is his good stuff. It's his changeup. It's rated a 92. His fastball is an 84, and he's got 2 other good secondary pitches, a curveball and a screwball, both just below average. His overall rating is an 89, and he's 25 years old, and like a lot of players this season, they're going to arbitration. He goes to arbitration and probably will be asking for big, big money. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just take a look at his log real quick and see. Yes, he did face Detroit twice this year. He got injured very early on in the season after his first start against Detroit. Did not come back until the 26th. So, yes, he took a loss, as you might imagine, against Detroit on April 3rd, and he took a loss on May 22nd. So, here is the Boston Red Sox defense with Gold Glovers in center field and at second base. And Sweet Lou leading off against Bob Ojeda. Lou 1 for 4 in his career versus Ojeda. Hits a high fly ball into left center field. There is out number 1. That's going to bring up Alan Trammell, and Trammell walks. That's what I like to see, a little bit of patience from the top of the lineup. We're going to hit and run. I'm sure you might have guessed that with Eddie Murray. Trammell on first. Here's Murray. 0-1 count. Ripped into left field. It's going to be caught on a line. Trammell's got to get back quickly. 2 down. I would love to send a Trammell here, but Littlejohn, his arm rating is a 94. One of the best in the American League. Maybe is the best. So we're not going to risk it. We are going to let Mickey Hatcher take a cut. Hatcher walked twice in yesterday's ball game. That is a miracle in and of itself. He lines out to center. Relieve Trammell stranded at first. Head to the top of the second. No score. Here's Ivan Calderon, now the everyday right fielder, striking out on a nice curve from Andujar. 1 down. Jim Rice up next. Holy cow, Jim Rice is 3 for 3 with a home run. Here he pops it up on the third base side into foul ground as Hatcher makes the grab. 2 quick outs for Andujar as Clint Hurdle steps in. And Hurdle hits a grounder to Whitaker, and a 1-2-3 inning for Andujar. We go to the bottom of the second, no score. Lance Parrish leading off. First time he started back-to-back games in quite a while. And he pulls it down the left field line. That's going to be a double up against the wall. Do we want to go for three? We do not. Very tempting on Jim Rice, who does not have a good arm. But, of course, Parrish is a catcher, and so I would tend to lean toward Jim Rice as having the advantage. So we have Parrish at second, and Gibby, who I usually do not start versus lefties, but I wanted to give him a shot. He's batting 148. It's anywhere but third. There we go. Hey, a base hit for Gibson. Parrish will hold at third. And it's first and third. Nobody out for Glenn Wilson. Wilson, a great contact hitter. We'll definitely hit and run with Wilson. Nobody out. Runners at the corners. Wilson, a 1-2 count, and he strikes out, and Gibson was caught stealing second. Oh, that is disastrous. That was the worst case scenario. 2 down on the strike him out, throw him out, and Hojo also not hitting well versus lefties, but he did have a home run in his last start. Ground ball to second. That is an inning rally killer. We go to the top of the third with Fred Lynn leading off. Lynn batting 8th in this lineup. Hard to believe. He is only batting .258 with 3 home runs. And there's a ground ball that gets past Trammell for a base hit. Second hit for the Red Sox today. And the number 9 hitter is basically leading the American League with a .341 batting average. He jumped up past Petrali after yesterday's game, and he strikes out. Andujar looking pretty good with his pitch control today. 1 down. Potential double play candidate, Dennis Littlejohn up. Hey, there's a strikeout. We'll take that. Back-to-back Ks. 2 outs, runner at first, Marty Barrett up. We're going to pull the outfield in. I know he leads the team in home runs. I just don't want a base hit to fall in. There we go. Good call. Popping it up to first. Murray's got his gold glove on, and he makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the third. Game is moving along. Bobby Ojeda, only at 31 pitches. He's been efficient so far. Chet Lemon leading off the bottom of the third with a ground ball to short. Smalley makes the play, 1 down. Back to the top of the lineup with Lou. Lou strikes out, 2 Ks for Ojeda. And Trammell. Wow, Trammell's only batting .227 as a right-handed batter against lefties. He did walk his first time up. And there's a ground ball to short. I thought it was going to get through. Good range by Smalley. And he makes the play. Both teams struggling offensively here today as we head to the top of the fourth. Wade Boggs leading off. Line drive to right, and it is going to fall in front of Wilson for a base hit. Leadoff man is on for Pat Dodson. Dodson, a .245 hitter versus righties, and he walks on a curveball. So it's first and second, nobody out. We really need a double play. We have some slow base runners on the base path. Calderon, though, is going to be tough to turn 2 on. He's got a 90 speed. There's a fly ball to center. Is that going to be deep enough for Boggs to tag? It will. 1 down, and we are going to play regular depth. We'll give up a run if we can get 2. Jim Rice, terrible speed. Oh, man. So Andujar's falling apart here. I'm going to need a drink of my special Charlie juice. Wait, that didn't sound right. It's good stuff there. Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff. Okay. Well, now we have a real problem. Got two lefties coming up back to back. Andujar's lost his command. We're going to pull the infield in. We cannot afford to give up a run now. Because this might get out of hand. So maybe we can get a lead runner and limit the damage. Here we go. He walked him. Wow. The wheels have come off for Andujar. What a disappointment he has been. I really am not sure what to do here. I guess we need to pull the infield in once again. I mean, no speed on the base path. A ground ball will get us out of this inning. As a base hit to center. That'll score 2, and it's 3-0 Red Sox. And the moguling is on. Roy Smalley, such a good hitter. We're going to play straight away now. A clutch strikeout from Andujar, but I think it's too late. Our offense is really not faring well against the Boston lefties. And Littlejohn strikes out. So the damage is done as Andujar walks the bases loaded and then walks a run in, gives up a 2-run single to Lynn, and it's 3-0 headed to the bottom of the 4th. Eddie Murray leading off. We need something here from our big hitters. There we go. Base hit to right. Leadoff man is on. And Hatcher, who is a great hit and run guy, good contact. We need more than one run, but we're going to try to hit and run, try to get a rally going. There we go. Base hit to right. Murray holds at second. I'm okay with that, I guess. Better than getting gunned down. Good job by Hatcher, though. And now Lance Parrish is up. Oh, man, he has been... Parrish is terrible in big moments, but he is an all-star when it doesn't matter. That pinch hit grand slam when we were up 15 already. That is typical of what Parrish does. Not that! He hit a 3-run home run to tie the ball game. I'm talking shit about Parrish, and Big Wheel goes deep to right center field. His 5th home run on the season, and he wants some more PT. I think we have a pretty solid platoon, though, when you look at it from that perspective, and maybe that's how we'll play it the rest of the way. Gibby is the first out of the inning. Sometimes those 3-run home runs, the Earl Weaver special, sometimes those are rally killers. As Gibson grounds out to second, Wilson pops it up on the infield. There's out number 2. Let's see if we can get a 2-out rally from Hojo. There's a walk. I wonder if Hojo would be a good number 2 hitter for us when Henderson is not in the lineup. He's got good speed. He takes a walk occasionally. And Lemon pops it up. That should be out number 3. It's in foul ground on the third base side, and Boggs makes the catch. So the Tigers answer back with 3 of their own on the big fly from the big wheel. We go to the top of the 5th, all tied at 3. Marty Barrett leading off. I'm reluctant to give Andujar another chance here, but we may as well go for it. We are down 1 right-hander today, with Dave Smith unavailable in the pen. Oh, come on. Barrett safe at first on a error by Trammell. I'm kind of curious. I feel like it's been a while since he's had an error. Yeah, look at that. He's got a .980 fielding percentage at shortstop, so we can't complain. His errors are down considerably from last year. So I guess he was due. And now we've got a bunch of lefties coming up here. Let's see if we can stretch Andujar out. I'd like to get him through 5. Here's Wade Boggs. Ground ball to short. Come on, Trammell, you can make this one. The only play was to first. The hit and run was on, so Barrett safe at second. And Pat Dodson steps up. Dodson is 0 for 1 with a walk today. Go-ahead run on second. He sends a fly ball into a left center field, and Gibby will make the catch. It's going to be up to Calderon to get that go-ahead run in. 0 for 2 with a strikeout today, and there's a walk. So this is going to be the last batter, any way you slice it, for Andujar. He only went less than 80 pitches in his first 2 starts, so this is as long as he's gone in any start so far. And a base hit. So we went 1 too many with Andujar as Boston takes the lead on the Rice single. And we're going to take Andujar out with the lead. I guess we're going to go with Cappy here. Cappy can give us 2. His endurance is a little bit longer than most, and you can see his numbers here. He's been solid. Most importantly, he seems to do well versus righties, so he's kind of got the reverse splits going there, which is not an easy thing to do. Just ask Jean-Claude Van Damme. Cappy's in the ballgame with Clint hurdle up. He's a 141 hitter versus lefties. A nice slider from Cappy. Gets him to pop it up to Trammell. So the Trammell error costs us the lead. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Let's see if we can get that back. We're down 1, and we have the top of the lineup. Leading off, it's Sweet Lou. And Whitaker walks. Leadoff man is on. Hit and run time with Trammell. Tram is 0 for 1 with a walk today. A ground ball to second. Whitaker will advance. Only play was to first. And here's a chance for Murray to drive in the tying run. Ground ball up the middle, speared by Smalley. A gutsy play by Whitaker, advancing to third. I'll call it gutsy. You would call it dumb. 2 down for Mickey Hatcher, and a wild pitch will tie the ball game. That's cheap, but I'll take it. The way we're playing right now, I'll take whatever we can get. So Ojeda's wild pitch allows the game to be tied at 4. And Hatcher's ahead in the count, 1-0. And he crushed it. That run would have scored either way. There's a 8th dong for Mickey Hatcher this season, and the Tigers take the lead 5-4. Here's Parrish. He had his own 3-run shot, and he pops it up on the infield. Tigers showing some vim and vigor. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Let's take a look at the in-game stats so far. A couple of home runs from the Tigers. I think Hatcher probably... Well, I don't know. I mean, Hatcher gave us the lead, but we would be nowhere without Lance Parrish with the 3-run home run. So that's a tough call at this point. I'd like to see George Capizzello get through 1 inning for us here, 1 more inning. So he's going to have to face Fred Lynn, who does not hit, who actually does hit lefties really well. 288 hitter versus left-handers. There's a deep fly ball to center. I think Lemon will track it down. He does. Out number 1. Roy Smalley's going to turn around and bat right-handed this time. He's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks today. Had a 1-2 count, and he hits a ground ball to Whitaker. Out number 2. And then Dennis Littlejohn, who does hit lefties pretty well, batting .354, but Cappy does have those reverse splits, so let's see how he does here against Littlejohn, striking him out with the curveball. So the Red Sox go down in order. Great job from Capizzello. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Tigers are up 1. Here's Gibby. Gibby is 1 for 2 on the day. He's already way ahead of most of his ball games versus left-handers. Is that going to fall in for a hit? It does. Another hit against the left-hander. We are not going to try to go for 2 with Freddie Lynn out there in center field. He's got 3 gold gloves and a great arm. Okay, now we tried to hit and run last time with Glenn Wilson, and Gibby was thrown out. So we're going to let Wilson just swing in this one. No hit and run. He flips it to right. Caught by Calderon for 1 out. Next up, Hojo. Hojo strikes out on an inside pitch. That's going to leave it up to Chet Lemon. Lemon 0 for 2. He's actually hitting much better now. He's hitting 228 overall as a Tiger. And he's got his OPS over 600. But you can see he's kind of right in line with his Milwaukee stats. So, and well below his career averages in all those categories. He flips it to right. And that's an easy out for Calderon. So we strand the leadoff runner. We go to the top of the 7th. A great job there by Capizzello. And we're going to bring in Keith Comstock. Now, Kami, his splits are interesting as well. He gets, much like Capizzello, for some reason, he gets righties out at an alarming rate. He's got 13 Ks in 47 batters faced. It's a better ratio than his than against lefties. So we're going to put Kami in there to get Barrett and then face Boggs and Dodson, and then we'll see where we go from there. We might actually bring in a righty to face the next righties. So here's Keith Comstock. He's going to face Marty Barrett. Marty's got power, and he's batting .333 versus left-handers. Base hit up the middle. Oh, that's a tough call. All right. Well, Barrett on first, nobody out. That is the tying run. Here's Wade Boggs. Boggs popping it up. In between first and second, I think Whitaker will make the catch. He does. 1 down. Will Barrett be going? I would consider sending him with Dodson up. Also, I kind of feel like we need to guard the lines here, but I think we're going to let Kami pitch to Dodson. He walks it. That is shitty. All right. So that's going to do it for Comstock. He could not get the job done. We're going to bring in Roy Thomas, who has been nothing but lights out since he's since he was traded for earlier this season. You see the numbers here looking good. Right-handers are batting .125 against him, so you got to feel good about him in this position. We need a double play, and we are going to guard the lines now. Okay, so here's Calderon. He's batting .226 versus right-handers. Let's get a ground ball. Dodson 65 speed at first. Ground ball to third. Let's go around the horn. Oh no! Hatcher boots it. A run scores. The game is tied, and we are in real trouble now. That is unfair. I guess that's the revenge for the wild pitch. Now we've got to pull the infield in. And we've got lefties coming up. So we cannot afford to give up another run here. There's 2. 7-5 Boston on the 2 RBI single. All these runs are unearned. And now it's it's going to be tough to come back from this one. Sure, now we get a ground ball double play. Oh, no, they can't even turn 2 on those terrible base runners. We'll take the out, though. 2 down. Here's Fred Lynn. And Lynn hits a fly ball to center. I'm going to get the rally juice out. Hold on. This is important. Okay. Yeah, so what? I'm day drinking on a Tuesday. Assuming. Okay. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Now, Ojeda's only had 80 pitches. He's been kind of terrible. They just regained the lead, and they're going to leave him in there. I don't get it. Whitaker 0 for 2, though, with a walk, so maybe that's part of it. Lefty on lefty. Pounds it into the dirt, and Littlejohn makes an error. Yeah! Littlejohn can't pick it up. Whitaker safe at first. Let's go. Let's get these runs back. Hit and run time with Tramm. Runner on first. That is, well, we're down 2. Oh, no. Trammell strikes out looking. When the hit and run is on, you got to make contact. Nonetheless, Whitaker gets his 5th stolen base. He's 5 for 8. This is not something he's ever been good at. Not in real life, not in our sim. I know he had a 20 stolen base season there, but that's not really his thing. Okay, runner on second. Murray at the plate. We could use a 2-run shot right here. No, it's going to be off the wall in left field. Whitaker scores easy. And Murray, that's his 6th double on the season. And he's got 5 doubles now in his last 20 games. So, good job by Murray. His 38th RBI. He's definitely slowed down the pace. Now we have the tying run in scoring position for our best RBI guy, Mickey Hatcher. He's 2 for 3 today with a home run. We need him to come through one more time for us. Ground ball to short. Murray will hold. You got to love the middle of the lineup here. Look at this. No one else is getting it done but these guys. And of the 4 of them, Parrish and Gibby, that's hard to believe. Parrish has just been terrible all year, and Gibby doesn't hit lefties well. So we are getting the middle of the lineup stepping up today. And a base hit for Parrish. That's going to go up against the wall. Murray scores to tie the ball game. We're going for 3. Yes, Parrish has a triple. And the Tigers have the go-ahead run on third. That is his first triple of the season. I guess we probably could have guessed that. And it's going to chase Bobby Ojeda out of the ballgame. We're going to bring in Bill Campbell, making his 14th appearance on the year, 0-2 with a 3.54 ERA, 15 Ks and 20.1 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .234. His fastball, wow, that's the slowest fastball we've seen anywhere. Bill Campbell, 85. Not really a ground ball pitcher, 40% of the time. He's got a screwball and a sinker, both below average. His overall rating is terrible, 71. He goes to free agency next year. All right, and we've got Gibby up, a lefty. Finally, Gibson is like, I got a right-hander to face here. And an opportunity to give the Tigers the lead. Here we go, runner on third, 2 down, Gibby up. 2-0 count, ground ball to Boggs at third. And that'll do it. So, a missed opportunity there, but we did score 2. We tied the game back up. And we got Roy Thomas in there. We're going to ask him to get these righties out, starting with Roy Smalley, who's going to bat left-handed once again. Here we go, top of the 8th. Smalley goes deep. Come on, that is not fair. That is the first earned run given up by Thomas this season. Smalley's 7th home run. You got a guy with a .933 OPS batting 9th. That is shameful. All right, so we get the lead back up. This is a good ball game. Look at that, it started off so well as Thomas strikes out Littlejohn. No score through 3, and then both teams just poured on the offense. 1 down for Marty Barrett. Thomas just yaks it at the plate. So another base on balls by Tigers pitchers today. Runner on first. Here's Wade Boggs. And a stolen base by Barrett. That's a gutsy call. Only his 5th. Not something he does much. Now we got to pull the outfield in. We cannot give up a base hit here. Pounded into the dirt. Is this another error? Come on. Okay, there we go. Parrish makes the play. It's going to move Barrett to third. We really need... You know what we're going to do here? We're going to intentionally walk Pat Dodson. I know he's not a great hitter, but I'd rather have the righty-on-righty matchup, even though Calderon is probably the better hitter of the two. He is only batting .219, so we intentionally walk Dodson to get to Ivan Calderon. First and third, 2 down. Here we go, 2-1 count. And a blooper into left field. Come on, Gibby. Gibby makes the catch. So that pays off, but the Red Sox on the Smalley home run take the lead. It's 8-7. And Glenn Wilson will lead off the inning. He's 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. Well hit ball into left center field. There's 1 down. Here's Hojo. Hojo hits righties much better, batting .333 this year. Ground ball to second. Come on, this guy's got a 71 rating. How are we not tearing him a new one? Let's take a look at our bench. We do have Brock. We do have Kennedy. I guess we'll save them for the 9th inning if we need them. Here's Chet Lemon. Lemon's done nothing. 0 for 3. And he... Oh, that was ball 4. Come on, Lemon. Sourpuss. We go to the top of the 9th inning. That's all. Well, no, I guess we're going to let Thomas pitch to Rice. Rice 2 for 3 with 3 RBI today. Strikes him out looking. Second K for Thomas. That's going to do it for him today. We're going to bring in the lefty, Dave Rucker. We've seen him enough. We know what he can do. He's got to get Hurdle and Lynn here. Hurdle batting .138. Striking him out. And Freddie Lynn, again, hits lefties pretty well. Fly ball into left center field. Gibby will go back and make the catch. That'll do it. Okay, we're going to the 9th inning. Dennis Eckersley coming into the ball game. He got the save yesterday. His 11th on the year. 3-0 with that .405 ERA. 23 Ks, but he's got a .294 opponent's batting average. He is going to free agency at the end of the year, so he's in a walk year. He needs to have a good season. Sweet Lou leading off. It's Lou, Trammell, and Murray. Lou's 0 for 3, and he is in a huge slump. Am I right? It's down to .294 now. His OPS still above 800. And he's 1 for 5 with a walk against Dennis Eckersley. There's a ground ball to short. Well, we're down to our final 2 outs. Trammell says here he's 1 for 1 with a walk against Eck. Strikes out. And we're down to Murray. Murray 2 for 4. Player of the game, man, it's going to be a tough call, but we might give it to Parrish. Unless Murray can tie it up right here. Full count. And he's going to bloop it into right center field for a base hit. So it's not over yet. Obviously, Murray's coming out. We're going to put in Ricky. Now, I mean, I know we should put in Ricky, but he's tired. We have to give him the day off. We are going to put in Doug Baker, who's got very good speed. Not Ricky speed, but pretty good. And we have Mickey Hatcher up. This is the guy we want at the plate here to keep things going. Baker on first. We're not going to hit and run. There's 2 down. Let's see what Hatcher can do. 0-1 count. And he hits a high fly ball to right. That's going to be the ball game. The Tigers have lost consecutive ball games as they fall 8-7 to Boston. That was a total bummer. No trade offers. You didn't even think about it. Let's take a look at the standings. Of course, New York and Boston both win. So now New York's 6.5 back, and Boston's 9.5. And Seattle 4 back of Cali. National League, Chicago 3.5 back. Wow, the Mets have lost 3 in a row. And Atlanta 3 up on the Dodgers. Let's take a look at headline news. Let's see what James Kay's been writing about. Yeah, he did show up for work today. Baylor gets 6 RBIs in the Kansas City shellacking by Minnesota. There we go. Kansas City's Bob Baylor knocked in 6 runs to lead the Royals to a 15-5 win. He had 3 hits. Don Slaught went 1 for 5 with a dong. Pat Sheridan had a steal and a triple. Nice work. Very good. Okay. Oh, he's like a third base. Why did they spell shortstop? Why didn't they just put SS? I think we would have known. Next up, Parrish gets 4 RBIs in a losing cause. He will probably be the player of the game today. He had that big home run. He really was a catalyst for a couple of our rallies. Jim Rice, 2 hits. Pat Dodson, he went 0 for 2 with 3 walks. One of them was intentional. And Marty Barrett had a good game. He's 12 for 23 in his last 5 games. That's some pretty good writing from James. Good job by him. Let's take a look at transactions. Only one thing, that's Dennis Rasmussen from the Padres. Wasn't even the majors. He's going to miss 7 days. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. That was kind of a bummer to lose 2 home games in a row to Boston. Let's see. Player of the game is most likely going to be Lance Parrish. We'll take a quick look here and think about it. Yeah, 3 runs, 4 RBI, 4 of the 7 runs. 1 was scored on a wild pitch. Everybody in the middle lineup did a good job. Got to give them a lot of credit for that. Parrish, oh my gosh. Parrish almost hit for the cycle. He had a double, a triple, and a home run. I had no idea. That is amazing. Good job by Parrish. He wants to play every day now. Joaquin Andujar, just total garbage for us so far. The middle relievers did a bad job, but you also, that Trammell error and the Hatcher error really sunk the team. We had 3 unearned runs. You take those off the board, Tigers win. So defense let us down. Bill Campbell gets the win. He's 1-2, and Eckersley gets saves in back-to-back ball games. Take a look here at today's baseball card video right here. Kind of a fun video. Pulled a really sweet Willie Mays card in there, believe it or not. Check that out and see how we did. All right, we're going to come back tomorrow, Game 3 of the 4-game series. Until then, everyone, have a great night.